Welcome back to Eastlink Magazine. Baseball is more than just a sport. It's an opportunity to form lifelong bonds that last well beyond the ball field. But for some kids, affordable sports equipment isn't as accessible. In our next feature, we're going to meet a man who's made it his mission to make sports for everyone.
Play ball! Shoot!
Baseball is very important and has a personal connection for Sean Jones. Sean is originally from Dieppe, New Brunswick, and moved to Windsor and has brought the Pete's Pals program with him. And Sean tells us how he got involved with West Hants Coyote minor baseball.
We lost my father about 11 years ago, actually this coming September. And at his funeral, it was interesting. Some of his former players were reminiscing about him. And in the coming days after his funeral, some of his former players reached out to me and they were talking about how Dad had such an influence in their life. And some of them, multiple of them, actually indicated that they were in situations where they couldn't afford equipment, and my father would actually go out and buy them a glove or buy them a helmet or buy them a bat so they could play baseball. And it just, one day I was sitting at my kitchen table with my wife Mandy and I said, Pete's Pals. And she's like, what do you mean? And I said, I'd like to do something in my father's memory where we can help kids who can't afford equipment to be able to play baseball without judgment, and allow them the opportunity to play a sport that I grew up and that was so close to my father. Basically what I do, and my wife hates me, I stop at every yard sale. I do the Value Village, I do the Frenchies. The local association, the parents in the association have been phenomenal. They're aware of Pete's Pals, so a lot of items come donated back. And the only rule that I have with Pete's Pals is if you get something from me and you no longer need it or you outgrow it, I ask that it comes back to me.
Stephen Sauveilleur is the president of West Hants Coyotes minor baseball. Stephen tells us the importance of Pete's Pals for the association.
You know, going back 20 years now, we've always said, well, we're not going to turn anybody away from baseball on the basis of money, right? And that included registration, whatever it needed to get them on the field. We never had a formal program for getting them gear. It used to be whatever somebody left behind in the clubhouse from a past year, outgrew it or something. So adding that element of having the gear available as well has just made that philosophy of ours all that much more manageable. And yeah, Sean came along at the right time, jumped right in. Same philosophy as us, you know, kids first, fun first, competition second, but at the same time we're gonna, you know, we're gonna push the kids and try to help them improve. But Sean's been one of the leaders amongst that group and been awesome having him, yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sean and Stephen tell us how they feel when they see someone on the field that has benefited from Pete's Pals.
Just knowing there's kids on the field, right? Kids are getting to play ball. They're not, you know, Lord knows what else, right? It gets them off the street, gives them something to do. But more importantly, it just, yeah, helps the kid hang out with his buds, right?
I think the impact for me is just those kids have the opportunity to get out and play in a sport where they may not have had the opportunity to do so. And coming out of COVID, where a lot of them, their lives were absolutely disrupted, again, it's just some sort of normalcy. You show up and you go have fun with your friends. So I'm aware of that now, and it's a pretty cool feeling.
Sean Jones' Pete's Pals program, allowing kids to play the sport of baseball for those that may have not gotten the chance. In Windsor, for Eastlink Community TV, I'm Dan Hobson.
If you have some gently used equipment that you'd like to donate to Pete's Pals, you can reach out to them through the West Hants Coyotes minor baseball program's Facebook page.